indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Gardner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. They find some open field. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break it.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Gregory Rousseau just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. There's the former Viking, Stephon Diggs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Bills at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Naeem Hines with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Play fake. Cousins.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They go play action. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And a play like that with how far he had to go to make that sack shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
That is caught by Thielen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On play action, Cousins.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
A final shot before half for Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Play action now, Cousins. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly, so they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gun! First!
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. Flush to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen now looks to throw.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Here's Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Allen going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
If they had designs of kind of wriggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Cousins to throw it.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The offense on 3rd down They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins now from the 50. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is up to 18 now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from MCD as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time?
Now the ball comes loose. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments.